will be waiting for me. Oh, what a sunrise it's going to be. Death will lose its sting and the way to victory. The silence will be broken and the dark clouds roll away. And now a sunrise will be waiting for me. Oh, the sunrise. Oh, the sunrise will be waiting, and the dark clouds rolled away. I know a sunrise will be waiting for me.
So we're here today to say goodbye to our beloved colleague, Dr. Tao Li. We knew him for many years as a faculty member in computer science. And he impacted many lives here. And I know to the parents, my parents never quite knew what I did as a professor. And so here we will have many people talking about Tao's impact on them. We have representatives from academic affairs, we have faculty, we have students who are in the department and his graduate students who have gone on to their own careers. We have faculty members at other universities whose work has impacted theirs. I'm going to start by reading a statement from our school director, Dr. Iyengar, but it also reflects much of what I would say. Dr. Iyengar wants to provide some words of comfort to all of you concerning Dr. Tao Li's passing, but finds it extremely difficult to do so because of the profound sense of loss that he too is experiencing. We're all devastated by this tragic loss. We've lost a superstar, brilliant computer science researcher, an extraordinary teacher, a vibrant mentor, our caring colleague, and our beloved friend. We will all feel this loss for quite some time. But rather than focus on our loss, let's focus on what we have gained through Dr. Tao Li's life, a life well lived. Most of you know Dr. Tao Li joined us at FIU in 2004 after receiving his PhD from the University of Rochester. He quickly established himself as a superstar, receiving the NSF Career Award in 2006. And for the parents, this is one of the most important awards that a young faculty member can receive in the United States. And multiple IBM Faculty Research Awards in 2005, 2007, 2008, and just again this year in 2017. In 2009, he received FIU's Excellence in Research and Creativity Award, and he was back in the spotlight again in 2010 when he received the IBM Scalable Data Analytics Innovation Award. More importantly to Professor Tao, he received the inaugural Graduate Student Mentorship Award from the College of Engineering and Computing in 2011, recognizing his superb mentoring skills. I would also mention that our school recognizes the outstanding graduate student researcher every year for at least 15 or 16 years. And for a period of 8 or 9 years, almost every single one of those students was one of Tao's. And we basically had to make him graduate program director to level the playing field for the rest of the faculty. While Dr. Iyengar and I have known Tao personally for only a short, Dr. Iyengar has known Dr. Tao personally for only a short period of his time, his reputation preceded him. Dr. Iyengar became aware of his work since the early days of his career, even when Dr. Iyengar was at LSU. Tao impressed everyone who met him. His awards were indicative of the vibrancy and enthusiasm with which he lived and approached his work. The quality of the research work has become legendary. Ram was with him the night before the incident, along with the provost, Vice Provost Newman, Dean Balakis, as they celebrated his return from the sabbatical, along with other faculty members from around the university. It was a great time of celebration as we discussed his work, some of the lessons learned in sabbatical, and the achievements and contributions he had made in this short amount of time. Ram was so proud to be there with him and to share the success with him. Professor Tao lived life to its fullest. He motivated us, impacting all of our lives. Each and every day of his life, he was a mentor, leader, and a professional colleague upon whom we could count for encouragement and inspiration. As a leader, Dr. Tao opened new pathways to greatness for his students. Along the way, he encouraged all of us to constantly seek excellence. His youthful exuberance lifted us up, putting a smile on our face, giving some of us who are a little bit older pause for reflection and regaining our own enthusiasm for life and what matters most. So I will close by saying, yes, Tao really did live. His life is to be celebrated. Professor Tao's life has been a testament to us and provides a foundation for us. There is no greater act of dedication than to model one's life after this leader. It's up to us to make our lives as significant as Tao Li made his life by becoming a part of all of us. Though we will miss him greatly, we know that he will be with us forever, wherever life takes us. So let's continue forward together, celebrating a life well lived. I will ask Dr. Meredith Newman, Vice President for Faculty, to come and say a few words.
Thank you, Dr. Wise. At commencement yesterday, President Rosenberg reminded us that FIU is a family. We are a family, and in speaking with some of you here today, I had the privilege not only of meeting Dr. Tao's mother, his father, his brother, his wife. I also had the privilege of meeting some of his students, including those students who have travelled from China to be here for the Tao family, or Dr. Li's family. Dr. Wise mentioned that Dr. Li is a superstar. I would add that he has produced, in the short span of 13 years, 16 PhDs. That's an extraordinary record for any faculty member. On behalf of President Rosenberg and Provost Furton, I express our and my heartfelt condolences to the family and to his colleagues, our colleagues, his friends, his students. And perhaps if there's one thing that Dr. Li might say to us, would be to encourage us to live each day to the fullest. Don't waste a second, and be kind to ourselves and to each other. So my heartfelt condolences, and I pray that you will find some peace in your heart at some time. Thank you.
So I'll ask Dr. Chen, Dr. Shuqing Chen, come up and say a few words.
Okay, we will remember Tao forever. I remember when Tao first joined our school, I did not know him well at the beginning and never expected him to become one of my close colleagues. I noticed he was very active and productive immediately after he joined us. He breathed life into our program through his patience and dedication. Tao was the kind of professor everyone tried to have, and the colleagues want to be. In fact, a lot of people know FIU, School of Computing and Information Sciences, because of Tao. As an academic, he published many high-quality papers at top venue and had a very high citation and S index. He was very well known in the research world for this and had a lot of collaboration with researchers around the world. As a professor, he cared deeply about everyone he ever came across. He made sure he was always available to students, night and day, and even on the weekend. Without fail, he helped all of his students and even some of other professor students, not only academically, but also in their personal life. He put everyone first and make sure his students found a very good job and internship at the leading IT company at the university. He was also a man of many hats and took on many important roles in our school, such as special program director, faculty search committee chair, among others. No one was quite like Tao, even though we all secretly wanted to be. I'm humbled to have spent the last 13 years of my life working alongside Tao. I and everyone else in the FIU community will remember his legacy for the rest of our life and continue passing his lessons along to our own students. The world is emptier today with this loss, but he will stay with us in our thoughts and memory forever.
Our school also, who's known Tao ever since he came here.
Yeah, I have known Tao since he joined the school, and we worked together on several projects, and especially in recent years, his office is next to mine, so we had a lot of chance to interact and talk about things. And even a few days before this happened, we talked about some joint project, and unfortunately this happened in his life. Okay. But I will still always remember him dearly, and every time I go to my office, I see his office, I was thinking about that he might just come out that we have a little chat. Okay. I will always remember him. Thank you.
And I'd also like to call up Mark Finlayson, assistant professor in our school, who's also done some work with Tao.
So I didn't know Tao very well, having not been here as long as others. I just arrived at FIU about 3 years ago. And but the more I learned of him, about his force of intellect and his productivity, his work ethic, and especially his wry sense of humor and his smile, the more I was impressed. And I was very deeply impressed, and I developed a great respect for him, and I very much looked up to him, and I hoped that someday I could claim that I was some small fraction of successful the way he was. Honestly, I was a bit afraid of him when I arrived. He was a very intimidating fellow. I'm sure many people probably agree. But I recall an interaction I had with him very early on when I got here. Let me just give you a bit of context. So I came here from Boston, which is in New England, far north here in the United States, and the weather there is cold, and the people are also very cold. And sort of gestures of physical warmth are not something that were very common in Boston. So in any case, I was here in my first term at FIU, and I was in the faculty club where both Tao and I were regular attendees, and I was feeling fairly nervous and awfully uncertain in my new position as a faculty member. And all of a sudden I felt a hand on my shoulder, a very comforting and warm hand, and I was a bit shocked because in Boston people don't put their hands on your shoulder. It's just not what people do. And I turned around and it was Tao, and him asking me how I was and how I was doing, and how was I adapting to FIU in Miami, and how did I like FIU, and showing great interest and great care for me as a person. And that small, very small gesture of physical warmth meant the world to me at the time, and it's really something that's stuck with me. In fact, I think about it probably every term or so at least, even before he passed. So I felt that gesture was somewhat of a indicative evidence of our department being very much like a family and supportive of our students and supportive of the assistant professors and generally sticking together. So I just want to say, Tao, thank you for being such an inspiration and being so welcoming. Really set my mind at ease, and that I won't have you as a colleague for the next 40 years, which is what I was expecting. So, I'd like to end with an adaptation of a verse from the Tao Te Ching, which is perhaps appropriate in this case. It's verse 55. He who is in harmony with the Tao is like a newborn. He is supple, but his grip powerful. He is soft, but he is virile. The Tao is like this. He lets all things come together effortlessly. And yet, he is like the candle that burns twice as bright and only half as long. Thank you.
Dr. Langshi Zhang is one of Tao's recent graduates. He's going to come up and say a few words.
Dear Dr. Tao Li's family, friends, colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. My name is Longhui Zhang, one of Dr. Tao Li's former PhD students. It's my great honor, but with the saddest heart, to speak on behalf of Dr. Tao Li's students, to honor and to remember him as a caring mentor and dear friend. It's hard to describe how horrors and surreal every day one of us felt in the past 10 days. He was such an energetic person. He was so full of life. And we were anxious waiting for the miracle to happen. Sadly, we have to gather here today to say goodbye to him for the last time. We call him Tao Ge in Chinese, which means the big brother Tao. He indeed was our big brother who lived with us in the life. We studied together, ate together, played together, joked together, burned the midnight oil and planned for the paper deadline together. Before we knew it, he had been part of our life, one way or another. He was always available whenever we needed him. Whatever a small technical question or some life-changing decision. Even after we graduated, he was just one email or one phone call away. Yet, in the end, he was too busy working, traveling, and helping others, and forgot to take care of himself. While Dr. Tao Li was in ICU, all of us came to see him from other states and countries. We are part of caring family, and of course, the center of this family was Dr. Tao Li. How lucky of all of us have shared our life with this wonderful man. It was so sad and so unfair that he had to leave us in such an unexpected way. There are men who plant a tree that other men will sit under. Dr. Tao Li was such a man. Well, today is a day of sadness for us all. In reality, we should be thankful for that. Dr. Tao Li's touch has enriched our life. We may never see him again, but he will live forever in our heart. Tao Ge, we love you. May you rest in peace. 涛哥，我知道你必须离开了，经历了那么多伤痛， 我们不再哭泣和悲伤，我们会带着笑容出发，就当为了你，一如既往的好好活下去。我们不会在孤独中沉寂，我们会充实着过着每一天。当我们需要安慰和鼓励的时候，有你在天上守护着我。从此，我们不会再害怕死亡，因为有你在天堂。Thank you.
So the FIU Chinese Student and Scholar Association, CSSA, has also sent a representative. So I ask Mr. J.D. Lu to come up and say a few words.
大家好，我是卢启德，然后请允许我转达中国驻美国休斯敦总领馆教育组唁电。Hello everyone, my name is Jai Lu. Please allow me to raise a message of condolence from the Education Office, Consulate General of the People's Republic of China in Houston. 佛里达国际大学京西贵校李涛教授不幸去世。我们深表哀悼，仅向其亲属及贵校致以诚挚的慰问。李涛教授是一位优秀的科学家，作为中国千人计划特聘专家，为中美教育交流与合作做出了卓越的贡献。斯人已逝，其学者的风格永存于世。愿逝者安息。中国驻休斯敦总领馆教育组，2017年12月14日。Florida International University. We are truly sorry to hear the loss of Professor Tao Li. We would like to express our sorrow and condolences to his family and FIU. Professor Tao Li was a bright scientist. As one expert of Chinese recruitment program of global experts, he also has made a lot of contributions to China-US educational exchanges and cooperations. He will be remembered forever. May his soul rest in peace. Education Office, Consulate General of the People's Republic of China in Houston, December 14, 2007.
Dr. Lee's dissertation advisor from the University of Rochester, who now is in Miami, is also here to say a few words. Dr. Misunari Ogihara.
Good afternoon. I came here with unprepared, so my speech is going to give me. Perhaps I am the academician who here who has known Tao the longest. So I still remember the conversation that I had. That's the winter of 2000 when I was a graduate recruiting committee at the University of Rochester Computer Science Department. And in that year, we are looking for, I'm sort of in charge of data mining, theory area, and we are looking for someone who is suited to here. And of all the candidates, our applicants we have found Tao. Back then, he was in Oklahoma, studying at Oklahoma State. So I picked up the phone and said, okay, I should call him. And he and I had a number of interesting conversations. And he showed, back then, a very strong interest in research. And we decided to take him, and then there was no question about it. He looked like a mathematical genius. And he looked like he was very capable of doing programming. And So he came here, he graduated, he came to the University of Rochester, he finished in 4 years, and with a record number of publications. He and I, in 4 years, wrote 24 papers together. Who are in academia know that that is an enormous number. And during that time, I think they have the practice of counting the number of publications by individual graduate students each year. And year after year, the first year actually he didn't publish. So in 3 years he published 24 papers. So year after year, over the 3 years, he was by far the most productive graduate student in the program. So he went down from Rochester to Miami, and a few years later, I was looking for ways to get out of the cold weather, and found an opportunity at the University of Miami. And of course, I consulted with Tao. I picked up the phone and said, "Hey, Tao, I'm looking at the opportunity to go to the University of Miami. What is that?" He said, "Oh, you should come. You should come. You should come." So I came, and we started working together, and we published many papers together. I'm very, say, shocked, devastated that we are not doing this practice anymore. You know, he and I met occasionally in his office or in my office, chatting about research problems. And we talk about this question no one has asked, this question no one's asked. Why do we approach it? He said, we establish the things to do, and at the end he said, let's do it. Right? I think that's what he said all the time. So he is a very good, he is a very smart guy, but he is an excellent go-getter. I advise you, all the Tao students, to be like him. Find a target, chase it, do it. And that is the best thing we can do to pay him back for all the things that he has done to us. The one regret that I had, about a year ago, he and I had a lengthy conversation about academics, and I told him, "Hey, Tao, you have published zillions of papers, and you've been so successful. You don't have to work hard anymore. You are well established. In some ranking, you are the most productive scientist, computer scientist." He said, "Yeah, I know. Maybe I should slow down." And I told him, "You have too many graduate students, you have done a number of graduate students, so that you have life, out of that." I said, "Yes, I said, I know. Do that." And I think that conversation took place much too late, but that was my guidance. So, also, a few weeks ago, I had some research problem, research idea in mind. And I had the idea of calling him in his office, pick up his brain. And I thought of that. I didn't do that, unfortunately, because I knew that he'd been busy traveling back and forth between China and US, and I thought that the chances are slim that he would be in his office. So I thought, oh, maybe I'll wait until the whole thing is over toward the end of the year when I'm sure that he is back in his office. And but it didn't happen. I'm very sorry for myself. I regret that I never did it. So I really miss him, and I'm very sorry that I won't be able to do this sort of the research challenge with him anymore. And in my religious thinking, this world and that world are somehow connected. this is a life, and there is an afterlife. Afterlife, that's another life. We don't see the people in the afterlife because they are not on the in so much as that those people in the afterlife cannot see us. Maybe they are able to see us, okay, no way of knowing. But I'm sure that as soon as he goes there, he starts publishing papers in the world. And I'm sure that I don't know how long it will be, but I will be joining him. And I'm hoping to be able to create the research in afterlife. So I'm sorry. I think we have to move on.
The Atlantic University, and I'm here also on behalf of IEEE International Conference on Data Mining, and Dr. Dedo Jin from Oregon State University of Oregon also with me to represent. Here we're going to passing a letter to Dr. Tao Li's family, and because the letter was meant to be read by them, it's written in Chinese. We will publish an English version online once we have letter passed to the family member. And all the letters, both Chinese version and English version, will be posted on the IEEE International Conference on Data Mining site. So in the following, I will read in Chinese. 尊敬的伯父、伯母、李涛教授爱人及家属，你们好。今天我们代表 IEEE 国际数据挖掘联会委员会 ICDM 无比沉痛地哀悼李涛教授。一颗国际数据挖掘耀眼的明星，一位诚挚的良师益友，一个优秀的儿子，一位真诚无私的爱人和兄弟。李涛教授是我们 ICDM 委员会的骨干和领导者，10几年来，他先后组织和领导了 ICDM 会议的各种活动，尤其是2009年在迈阿密召开的 ICDM 2019大会的组织活动。ICDM 是国际数据挖掘领域的顶级学术会议。我们从2001年开始，已经先后17年组织了国际会议，在全球各地。活跃在这个会议的委员会委员，都是国际上在该领域有所成就的研究学者。ICDM 委员会委员现在到目前为止有66位。正是通过 ICDM 这个大家庭，全球数据挖掘的科研学者能够紧密团结起来。交流科研成果和学术动态，促进数据挖掘领域的研究。在李涛教授生病的当天，他的信息就发动了到我们 ICDM 委员会，大家对他的健康咨询了全球各地的专家，并把相关信息转递给了家属或者他的学生。虽然李涛教授最后离开了我们，但他始终是我们 ICDM 大家庭的一员。李涛教授最后不幸去世的当天，我们决定成立一个以他名字命名的国际奖，并且立即开始了相关的筹备工作。通过你们的批准，我们用互联网在全球进行了一次公开募捐，目的是以他的名字成立一个李涛奖 （Tao Li Award），并且每年颁发给全球数据挖掘领域最优秀的青年研究学者。获奖者可以是博士生，也可以是在过去10年内已经获得了博士学位的年轻学者。李涛教授本人就是这群人的模范和代表。他在获得博士学位10年内就多次获得重量级的国际大奖，并成为一名优秀的国际知名的教授。他42年的生命所能散发出来的光芒，在同龄人中是最灿烂的一种。我们希望这个李涛奖能够勉励未来的这群年轻人，让他们在获得奖励的同时，能够感受到李涛教授从未离开我们的热情和他的影响。我们会将这个奖持续10年、20年，一代一代的鼓励我们未来的研究之星们，让我们能够看到千千万万个李涛教授在这种勉励中走在国际科研的最前沿。我们的募捐活动从李涛教授逝世的当天晚上11点开始，到12月15号午夜结束，也就是昨天晚上结束。 在49个小时内，我们收到了全球236位中外学者的捐款，总金额为$50,259，$50,259. 在众多的捐款者中，有李涛教授的学生、同事，也有素未谋面的业内同行。大家在留言中表达了我们对于失去李涛教授这样一个优秀的同仁、一位真挚的朋友感到万分痛苦与惋惜，也相信设立一个以李涛教授的名字命名的国际奖是缅怀和思念他最好的方式。我们诚挚地感谢你们，是你们的言辞教育培养了这样一位为人正直、严于律己、宽以待人、孝顺父母、关心学生、坚定信念的优秀儿子。正是由于他身上的这些优良品质，铸就了他今天的成功。在李涛教授身边的每一位同事、学生或者朋友，都从他身上感受到了一种最真诚的力量和对生命的热爱。他把生命中的每一分钟都注满了微笑和热情，然后传递给他身边的每一个人。李涛教授所取得的成就，我相信你们一定从学校老师和刚才各位朋友的汇报中都有所了解。他是当之无愧的国际数据挖掘领域最有影响力的年轻学者之一。他同时培养了16位博士生，现在所有这些博士生都在科研的最前沿。他的一生虽然短暂，但他在生机勃发的英年骤然成事。他把自己所有的光芒化作了让人瞩目的流星。他留给我们的不应该是悲伤，他留给我们的是一种精神，是一种看似平凡实则崇高的精神。他的一生是精彩无比、灿烂辉煌，我们会永远惦记他。逝者已矣，请伯父、伯母及各位亲属们节哀保重。吴信东，美国路易斯安那大学计算机与信息学院教授，合肥工业大学长江学者， ICDM 国际数据挖掘联会委员会主席，2017年12月16日。我下面会把这封信转交给李涛教授的父母，同时这个窦德锦教授也会给大家用英文版简要的描述一下 Tao Li Award 的 motivation and the results。
My name is Dejin Do. I'm from the University of Oregon. I came last night from West Coast. So I'm here to be part of International Conference of Data Mining Committee to do a short introduction about this Tao Li Award. So we will have a full version published on the website soon. So in honor of Professor Tao Li's life and accomplishments, and with the approval of his family, we have been seeking the contributions from the community to establish this Tao Li Award. As Dr. Zhu mentioned, that the contribution began as the night when Professor Tao Li passed away on Wednesday. Only 49 hours until last night, we have collected more than $50,000 to set up this award. So this award will be focused on the young researchers in the data mining and the machine learning. Every year in ICDM conference, there will be one researcher either in the PhD program or finish PhD before 10 years can be awarded this Tao Li Award. So Dr. Tao Li's accomplishment is very, very impressive. We hope this Tao Li Award can encourage the young researchers in the field to continue what Dr. Tao Li has been done, and will, if he is still alive, he will continue doing that, right? So, based on the contributions, we believe that this award can continue 10 years or 20 years, and as long as the money is available. And so we hope this can be a very special and important recognitions to Dr. Tao Li's contribution to the data mining and machine learning. Thank you.
So, I'm not going to call on anybody to come up at this time. We'll take volunteers. If people would like to say anything to our group or to the parents about your memories of Tao, please raise your hand. Tao Li Richet, also an eminent scholar, professor like Dr. Li, who's been in school for over 30 years.
I would like to express the family of Tao, feelings of the entire faculty, of those who worked here way before Tao was hired, and witnessed the wonderful, wonderful things that Tao has done for science, for this university, for the community. He has accomplished so much as none ever did. No other young scientist has been able to create what Tao has created. And it is wonderful that his parents are here today because they nurtured and educated this wonderful scientist who within 30 years rose to the ranks of one of the best recognized scientists in the United States in the data mining field and beyond that in computer science, and well recognized all over the world. Well known to all government agencies. You just mentioned the name Tao, and everybody in Washington knows who Tao Li is or Tao Li was. And we were very proud to be his colleagues during this time. We are with you in this sorrow. Please accept our deepest, deepest feelings.
Yeah, I'm here with the deepest sorrow and profound sadness. On behalf of Dr. Yao, the president for Chinese community in Florida, the CASEC, and 就代表佛州的所有的华人，向那个李涛教授的父母和家属表示我们深切的哀悼。Dr. Li, because he's so busy with his work and not, every single Chinese community member really, knew him. But we are so proud of his success for career and very proud of his achievement. 所以呢，我们都非常为他骄傲。作为一个就是我们这里的一个成员，作为我们一个就是华人的成员，我们都非常骄傲。Just during last few days and in the whole Chinese community, not just in Florida, and the message we received far away, even in Texas, and the Chinese community, they are talking about Dr. Tao Li. Yeah. 那里的微信上面，他们都在说，他们都为那个李涛教授的感到骄傲。所以呢，我们呢就是代表 Dr. 姚博士，我们的会长，还有呢就是我们所有的成员， 请父母呢节哀，因为呢，我们呢非常的为你们也骄傲，不仅是我们华人社区的骄傲，为你们骄傲，培养出了这样一个好儿子，为华人的社区在美国争得了这么一份荣誉。So we're so proud of him, and so he's gone and unexpectedly, but he's lived forever with the whole Chinese community in Florida and in the United States. Thank you.
Okay, everybody. Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yes. Keep smiling. Dr. Li and I, we came from same hometown, Sichuan, China. About 20 years ago, we landed this new American country. Now, I behalf Florida, Sichuan Chongqing Fellow Association, and express sadness to pass our best friend and to express condolence to his family. Dr. Li is our son. He working hard, achieve the best award in his field. It makes us proud of him. We all came from remote west area of China 20 years ago. Both of us. He came here 1998. I'm 2 years earlier. But we meet in FIU, we become friends. We also, I'm very impressed his dedication to his career, make such successful in his all the work they do is all feel they us feel his best friend, his good example. We're going to miss him forever. We will call his name forever. Tao, even I'm a little older than him, but he's really an example for me to follow our dream, for all the young generation to come here to follow your dream, working hard. You're going to make your dream come true in this beautiful country. That's why we are here. Thank you. After that, I'm going to use Chinese to express our sadness to the family. 李博士和我都来自中国的四川，然后在此时我代表福州市、佛州、四川、重庆同乡会向李博士的去世深切的哀悼，并向你们二老表示深切的慰问。我们都来自遥远的中国西部，李博士和我一样，我们都一样来到这个陌生而又伟大的土地。我们在这，李教授在这里成就了他的事业，成就了他的梦想。他是我们这一代人的榜样，我们都会以他为荣。我们拥有这样的朋友，和你们拥有这样一个儿子而感到骄傲。他的笑容将永远铭记在我们的心里，我们会将永远铭记他的名字。李涛，我们会记住你，我们会跟你
一起前行。谢谢。
This is Dean Tao from Nova University.
Thank you, Mike.
Good afternoon. My name is Yong Tao. I am the former colleague of Tao Li, and I joined FIU in 2000, and I noticed that 4 years before Dr. Tao Li joined the School of Computer Science. And at the time, I was so excited because I found that there's another Dr. Tao. Dr. Tao Li, I wonder if you noticed that most of the time, students should call Dr. Li, right? But among today's, the speech, and after speech after speech, we hear Dr. Tao, and Dr. Tao Li. Well, Dr. Tao, his first name is Tao, my last name is Tao, and so unfortunately we are not from the same family. But I'm so proud to be able to know him as a colleague, but I did not know him personally, because I'm in the mechanical engineer, and later on I was working in the dean's office. But everybody in the College of Engineering and Computing, the FIU, I'm pretty sure they know Dr. Tao Li, because he received the first, I believe the first career award of the entire college. And FIU did experience tremendous growth and tremendous enhancement of the reputation during the first half of the 2010. In 2010, I left. And I also want to share with you on behalf of Professor Yiming Zhu, Zhu Yiming Jiao, who was at the time was FIU Construction Management Department. And I just exchanged the message with him as of now, and he wanted me to pass the sincere condolence to the family. 朱一鸣教授跟李教授是很熟的，他们一直也在一起在研究项目一起合作过。他现在在Louisiana State University， 我在这里，所以他让我转告对李教授的这个非常的深痛的哀悼，祝福两位老人家同是节哀。So I think today we are celebrating the life of Professor Li, and I'm pretty sure all of us will appreciate and really respect his tremendous contribution to the research, to the science, to the life, everyday life of the humankind and us. So we will definitely look towards to being like him in whatever fashion. In the meantime, enjoy the life and wish all of you and today and when we walk out this building, we also appreciate life. We appreciate the profession. We appreciate to be a scholar and the teachers. And I think I learned most from Professor Li is that being a love of life, a love the profession, love the scholarly work, and love the students. So I'm really happy that I've been here, even I'm very sad to share all the sorrows with the family.
Okay, so I will close by thanking everybody for coming on this sad occasion, and again expressing our condolences to the family. So I will stop here. Thank you, everybody.
像刚才好，谢谢，谢谢，好，谢谢，非常感谢，谢谢。Thank you. Thank you. Because my wife was the other. She did the PhD. I in the weekend. But I did a PhD. I like myself. Weather something. Yeah. Maybe that's a real. Yeah, you have moved from Rochester to Thank you very much. Yeah. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much.谢谢，非常感谢。
哦，那个接那会儿要不然太久哦，然后我们还他那个新的美国的就是谢谢。他就会感觉到真是接触最强。然后就是我们学生也有9个学生有500个有这儿来的吗？是这儿，这个您去儿才来呀？谢谢谢谢。好去吧。
Sorry.
谢谢啊。你们已经非常感谢了。到医院里面。你能来，并不简单的，大的工作。
谢谢。谢谢。谢谢。
对于有障碍我可以我们那个或者那块儿，或者搞一个谢谢你啊。
啊，谢谢。
对，我们是上微信商量吗？微信吧，这样的话他可能可以直接给我。对，这么麻烦。我到时候弄好吧，弄好我统一啊，到时候。